Alright, we're back. I found out how to do noise suppression. Sorry about the static. My apologies. Um, alright, let's start week 14. I really wish one of my friends was taking this class with me. It would make it much more bearable. Oh, okay. Week 14 Monday new event. Come on, Anne. I want you to see this. I'm coming. I chuckle as we move through the trees. Rakesh looks so excited. I guess it's rubbing off. Rakesh had to come Rakesh had come to get me almost the second I left class. It was about time for lunch though, so I had an hour or so. Hold on, let me start my timer just so I can keep an idea of what's happening. Anyways, he led me to the park without saying much else, just that he was happy I was free for a bit. Finally, we hit a clearing and I watched him spread his arms very theatrically. On the ground is a rather elaborate and incredibly put together picnic lunch. Holy cow, you set all this up? Well, I may have purchased a few things in the basket, but otherwise, crap. I wish you had told me, Rakesh. I already made plans for lunch to study with Max. Rakesh's face falls terribly. I feel really bad, but this was such a surprise. I understand, Anne. I'm so sorry, really. It's okay, go on. I do not wish to interrupt your plans. I just wanted your opinion on the setup anyways. Oh, well. If that's all, then it's incredible, Rakesh. You've done a fantastic job. I wave goodbye as I make my way back to the campus. Rakesh seems pleased at my praise. That was awkward. I wonder if we had a higher relationship with Rakesh, if we would have been able to have lunch with him. We'll never find out. Um, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I've had tater tots before. They're not my preferred. I just like fries. Week 4, Tuesday, new event. What? You better not have said what I think you said. I was trying to get an early night, but Isabella's screaming snapped me awake. At last I remember she was supposed to be hanging out with Chad tonight. I guess their date went pretty well. I hope Chad didn't say something too terrible. I may not like him, but he's her boyfriend. A quick look at my clock shows it's pretty late. I wonder if I should see what's going on. Isabella's calmed down a bit, so I can't really make out what they're saying from here. I'm nosy. So I want to know. So we're gonna play the event. I should really mind my own business. Then again, I'm sure Isabella would want me to check on her. Really, I just want to know what's going on. Same. I sneaked down the hallway quietly, noticing that Isabella's door is still open. I guess they hadn't gotten too far. No, it's obvious you don't understand, you worthless sack of crap. Look, baby, you're the one who talks about being all bi and shit. I figured you'd want. No, what you figured is you could live out every stupid male's freaking fantasy. And I just go along with it. What's the other thing I'm always telling you, when I'm done being all bi and shit? Yeah, that's right, that I'm monogamous. I'm not some party girl to bring to some damn frat house gangbang. Whoa. We'll say gangbang, but not shit. Okay. Is there? You know those don't exist. I don't care. You frickin' clod. Just get out. Get the hell out. Come on, look. Maybe you weren't ready for it, and I'm sorry for that. I don't think they see me when I peek around the corner, but apparently Chad sees the same expression I do. He shuts up almost mid-sentence. I don't think I've ever seen Isabella look so furious. When she does talk again, it's almost in whisper. What part of Get Out was lost on you? I pull back from the door just in time for Chad to come brushing past me. Out of my way, mouse. Scurry back to your hole or whatever. As I hear the front door slam, I find myself unsure of what to do now. Whether I should go to Isabella or let her have her privacy. It's okay, Anne. I heard him talking to you. Just come in here. Her voice is muffled and strained when she calls out to me. As I enter the room, I can see it's because she's face down in her pillow. Close the door, would you? I close the door behind me as I head over and sit on the bed near Isabella's feet. So, how much did you hear? Enough, I suppose. I woke up when you shrieked at him. Not that it's a big deal or anything. Did he try to cheat on you? No. No. That I was expecting. He's a football star. He can get as much play as he wants. I guess that's really the problem. He wanted to eat this cake and have it too. He told me he'd ask another woman to go out with us. Isabella makes sarcastic air quotes around us. I'm guessing he didn't exactly ask her about her opinion first. That pig. I can't believe he'd do that. How completely disrespectful and rude. I know, right? After you open your heart to him, he just had to be such a pig. Sorry, it's just it's ridiculous and terrible is all. You don't have to tell me. Offer to stay the night with her, ask if she's ever actually had a threesome. I'm just going to offer to stay the night with her because we don't have a high enough relationship, and I feel like she would get offended. Rightfully so. Do you want to hang out for a while? I mean, if you need to talk about anything, I'm here for you. We can get some ice cream and eat out of the carton and just be cliche as all get out. Isabella actually cracks a smile at that, but her chuckle is still dark and bitter with hurt. It's not my first breakup, and it's certainly not my first breakup because some idiot misunderstood who I am. No, it's sweet of you to offer, but I'll be fine. You should get some sleep. Sorry that asshole woke you up. I refrain from mentioning whose scream woke me up while I wave and head out of the room. Isabella's head sinks back on the pillow and I hurry out before I can see something she doesn't want me to. Okay, well. I head back to my own room and try to get back to sleep. Hopefully Isabella will be okay. Well, I mean, I figured that her boyfriend would kind of be that way. You know? Because he seems kind of shitty. Alright. I was not reading that whole paragraph, whatever the fuck that was. Alright, new week 14, Friday, new events. Everyone's covered in green today. Heck, everything is except me, but that's okay. The day is pretty fun, but I've never really understood the major appeal. I mean, it's basically just an excuse to get plastered, right? Though, to be fair, half of my college experience so far has been people making excuses to get plastered, so maybe it's not so bad. I still don't think I'm interested in going all out. I've thought about putting on a green ribbon or something just so I didn't stick out, but decided against it at the last minute. At any rate, I'm sure the folks of Latin House are planning some kind of big blowout bash, regardless of Dominic's desires, of course. I've been in my room the last few hours wondering if I want to sneak out before it gets started. Let's play the event. I considered heading to the library, but I don't want to be out on the street with all the drunks around. At least around here, the drunks shouldn't be behind the wheel. I spend the next hour or so doing the last of my schoolwork, and I'm sure I won't be getting a lot of it done the next few days for any number of reasons. And I have to admit, it might be nice to be silly with my friends for the night without worrying about unfinished schoolwork. When I hear the knock on my door, I'm ready for whatever the night holds. And Isabella says she's got a whole slew of games for us tonight, so you should get your ass in gear before I drink all the good booze. Given how mopey Isabella's been since she broke up with Chad, I'm surprised she was this invested in St. Patrick's Day. Maybe she's just using this party as an excuse to get over her ex-boyfriend. Oh my, the music. It's lit. Sorry. I follow Rakesh down the stairs where I see the whole crew has been busy. There are cards laid out, green beer, and some kind of green punch in a giant bowl. Is that punch okay to drink, Isabella? It'll put hair on your chest, then knock those hairs out and grow all new, stronger super hairs. Uh, Max got to the punch ahead of me, and I'm pretty sure he's spiking an alcoholic drink. Also, I think there's steam coming out of that flask. Why is there steam coming out of that flask? Isabella just smiles, missing Max's interference entirely. She blithely fills a cup and hands it to me. I eye the drink, suspiciously giving it a test sniff. I immediately regret it, reeling back as I feel my nose hairs burning off. Where's Dominic? I'm surprised he let you get away with this. Isabella just grins and points over to the study nook. Sitting there, tied at the wrists and ankles, wearing a blindfold and gag, is Dominic. Hanging around his neck is a sign that simply says, "Kiss me, I'm Irish." I let out a small gasp, surprised to see him tussled up so bad. No, this is perfect, see? This way, he has plausible deniability if anyone finds out about the party. Not his fault he was tied up by desperados. Everyone laughs at that. Well, everyone except Dominic. Enough of this small talk. Tonight, we test the luck of the Irish. Wait, which one of us is Irish? Quiet, you. First, pin the shamrock on the leprechaun. The alcohol starts flowing early and freely. I try to take it easy so I'm not totally smashed too soon. Just having a little sips of whatever mega booze Isabella created is honestly keeping me in consistent buzz. Gee, I need more of those. Luckily, Isabella's games began to take progressively less skill and progressively more drinking. We play a bunch of different silly party games with drunken penalties. Isabella even got her hands on a snake-shaped piñata. When we finally managed to drunkenly beat it open, it was full of jello shots and little plastic cups. Turns out Rakesh had actually made it special. Finally, after a while, we were all sitting on the floor around the study nook, and Dominic continued struggling to get out of here, to get out of his bindings as we started playing a simple game of truth or dare. Okay, I choose Sally. Okay, there. You should let out the loudest belch you can. What? That's gross, Rakesh. Too bad you have chosen to be daring. Sally takes a drink of punch, weaving in place a little before taking a deep breath and letting out the smallest burp any of us have heard. Everyone laughs as Sally turns bright red. I just can't burp on command. Shut up. Whatever, it's my turn now, so shut up. Sally turns towards me with a wicked look in her eyes. Okay, Anne, truth or dare? I don't want either. I guess truth? Ooh, what do I want to know? How many guys have you seen naked? Probably about 4 or 5. Wait, whomst? Who has Anne seen naked? Whoa, really? My cousin had little ones. I used to help her change diapers. That totally doesn't count. Too late, you asked your question. I answered it. Sally pouts, but luckily she's too drunk to ask questions like how many kids my cousin had. Alright, nice one, Anne. Your turn now. Finally, okay, I choose Isabella. We continued around the circle like that for another few hours. In the morning, I wake up in my own bed feeling like death is trying out a new drum solo band behind my sinuses. I can only vaguely remember making my way back upstairs, but everything feels fuzzy. I head downstairs towards the kitchen for a bit of water, only to find everyone else standing at the bottom of the stairs. I go down to them and look in the same direction my jaw hits the floor. Don't tell me we never... Sitting in a chair in a study, silently fuming, Dominic waits to be untied. Not it! Luckily, when it was all over, Rakesh lost the rock, paper, scissors contest, and the rest of us were well on our way to Isabella's cafe for some morning coffee before Dominic finally got set free. Girl, we ain't reading all this. Alright, new events. Week 14, Saturday. Yeah, that's why I need your help, Anne. I cannot paint all these flowers by myself in one night. I already told you I had plans for tonight, though, right? I'd have to skip out on Max. You probably shouldn't be painting those flowers at all, you know? They're in the park, Rakesh. Isn't that illegal? I'm nearly positive that it would be viewed as a public service. Unfortunately, I really have to do me up with Max tonight. We have to put the last touches to our final essay soon. Rakesh sighs and puts on a small domino mask. Well, I suppose it cannot be helped then. That boy is gonna get in some serious trouble. Still, I don't know if it's worth missing tonight's session with Mask. Skip it. Wait, are we... Wait, Did I fuck up? I can't let him just go out there on his own. I couldn't live with myself if he did something that got him arrested, and I didn't at least try to stop him or temper it somewhat. I quickly fire off a text about canceling our meeting. He flashes me the biggest grin as I ask which paints we're supposed to be taking. I'm really not sure how... I'm pissed. This is not what I wanted. I didn't comprehend that at all the way I needed to. I really am not sure how he talked me into wearing a mask, but 4 hours later, every flower in the park is painting some virulent, girl, don't judge me, stripe pattern. The overall effect is actually a little breathtaking, even if it's incredibly farcical. Girl. The next morning, the park was mentioned on the news. There was a lot of laughter, and I was mostly just glad the police weren't looking too hard into it. Luckily, the paint came off easily and wasn't actually harmful to the plants. That's not what I wanted at all. Yeah, we're just gonna do the same thing. Look at our money, 450. Our grades. Yeah, we're doing good. Let's study. Yeah, I'm gonna study more. We're gonna be stressed. Oh, week 15, new event. It's starting to get really nice outside. The weather's been nice and warm lately. This is pretty much a perfect finals week. With spring break only a week away, I'm having a hard time concentrating on my schoolwork. I clap my hands on my cheeks to try to keep my head together. I still have all my finals to take and I can't afford to be distracted now. I got a book in my lap, but my attention keeps me wandering and I keep staring out of the quad around me. That's how I noticed Professor Toske walking by me, which got me thinking about his extra credit assignment. I wonder if Max has already gone to see him. I began wondering if I should go see him. The professor is almost through the quad. I can still catch him if I want to, but I'm not sure I want to. Skip it. I watched Professor Toske disappear into one of the buildings. I really don't want to be... wow. I really don't want to betray Max. I don't even want the temptation of talking to Professor Toske. I really hope Max hadn't betrayed me, but at least I'll know I kept my end. I returned to my book in my lap, but a few minutes later my attention is wandering again. I look up at the building Professor Toske went into and see Max coming out. That doesn't bode well, but there's nothing I can do about it. I go back to studying again and just hope for the best. Oh wow, Tuesday, new event. Wait, you want me to do what? Please, Anne. Sally was all worked up about this thing, and Anne, I'm worried the scene might get ugly. I'm already stuck with fielding calls from the housing authority about the student involvement. Apparently, Sally went down to the science building earlier to join a bunch of other students in protesting. What exactly are they protesting? I don't know, I'm paid to keep you people from burning the house down, not to watch your every movement. Sorry, Anne, it's been a rough week. Can you please go check on her for me? I'm supposed to have a meeting with my advisor this afternoon. No, we're gonna skip it. Sorry, Dominic, but my advisor is booked up for 4 weeks solid. I have to take this appointment. Fine, I understand. Maybe I'll see if Rakesh will go. He's probably bumming around here somewhere. If he's still going on when you get back, try to take a look, okay? I'll try. A few hours later, the area in front of the science building has been cleared out. Whatever it was, it looks like they cleared out probably in a hurry, too. I can see signs laying on the ground, trampled on. Oh, nobody got hurt. When they got back home, Sally's watching TV, pouting, and refusing to talk about what happened. Okay, whatever. I don't care. We're just skipping all this because we don't care. Ooh, we need some energy. Thursday, new event. I got finals all week, and yet I still feel like I have a ton more studying to do. Everyone in Latin House is hard at work, trying to get their last studying sessions in. Isabella's been locked up in her room since dawn. Sally's barely been outside to walk her dog. Even Rakesh's. As I look into Rakesh's room, I'm actually not sure what Rakesh is doing. He appears to be doing a kind of headstand on his books. Rakesh? I think you get less money from the student bookstore if you run the book. Unfortunately, I think I started Rakesh as he crashes to the ground. I briefly considered running before he recognized me. I'm skipping it. And the more I consider it, the more that seems like a good idea. Who's there? I don't say anything and just start to slink off. What he doesn't know can't hurt him. Must have been the wind. I breathe a silent sigh of relief and head to my room for some studying. Week 15 Friday, new event. Professor Taske's final is grueling. I swear he's never even hinted at half of these concepts before. I try to peek at my study partner to see if they're breezing through this, but Max's head is bent down just like everyone else. There's nothing else for it. I'm just going to have to finish this test out and find out what happens. Play the event. Once my test is complete, I walk down to the professor's desk. I try to sneak a peek at Max to see if they're having an easy time or not, but it's impossible to tell. Finished, Anne? Hang around a few moments. We'll discuss the results of our little extra credit experiment. I nod with a bit of apprehension. I'm not really sure I want to know what happened, but I suppose it's all part of the experiment. I return to my desk and busy myself for the remainder of the test time. Watching as everyone else slowly hands in their tests. Finally, the ones left in the room are myself and the others in the extra credit group. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Time to find out which of you will be failing and which of you will be getting C's. Max looks over at me, raising an eyebrow. I shrug and just look back at the professor. Okay, let's start running through this stuff, shall we? Let's see. Marvin, you fail. Looks like Tara came to me pretty quickly. What? This is crap. Suck it up, Sunshine. You knew the rules. I watched Marvin run out of the classroom looking like he spit nails. Okay, who else have we got? Alright, Roxanne? Yes, Professor. Looks like Jared doesn't share your interest in study. I assume I'll be seeing you next quarter then. I look forward to your future test results. Roxanne almost looks like she wants to cry or beat the crap out of Jared, who's hiding his head on his desk. Finally, Professor Taske looks at me. Looks like you kept the faith. Max? Such loyalty brings a tear to me. Jaded and uncaring heart. Wait, no, that's heartburn. Anyway, you both took things normally, so I guess I'll actually have to grade your tests. I'll get back to you on your grades, but I assume they'll be fine. That test was brutal. I wouldn't exactly get your hopes up for a good grade just yet. Max grins at me and I can't help but smile back. I don't care if my GPA dips a little. I'm just glad we worked together to overcome this. I'm so happy we did it and didn't give in to temptation. Just a little though, huh? Don't push your luck, mister. I think that's the lot of you here. We'll deal with any other stragglers later. I slumped down at my desk, mostly just glad that the tension is over when Professor Taske's cell phone suddenly breaks the silence. Yeah? Well, yes, I put them in a... Yes, a prisoner's dilemma? Well, I'm a sociology professor. Of course it's relevant. Well, how was I supposed to know his father was a donor? What's going on? Professor Taske is frowning something fierce. Someone's clearly reading him like the riot act. Wait, what? Hell no. I got tenure. He can go to hell. The grades are staying. I didn't get where I am grading papers, and I'm not about to start. Fine, yes, I can make it up to the students somehow. How about... But that's my... I was going to... No, fine. Professor Taske looks fit to be tied as he puts his cell phone away. So apparently Marvin is a little crybaby and went whining to the dean. 50 minutes later, Max and I standing in the front of the stunned members of the Latin House. Seriously? Yeah, apparently the dean tore into him something fierce. So to make up for putting us all through that, we all get to use Professor Taske's beach house this spring. We have to pay for our own way, and it's only the space we're getting. No amenities? I don't know, but it's on a private beach, so we'll have the place to ourselves. Oh man, it's gonna be so sweet. I'm gonna be packing. I hope I have a good swimsuit. Can I bring Vegemite? I don't think so. Sorry. That's okay. I'll get my friend Jovia to watch him. Woo! Spring break. I'll watch everyone gather excitedly and go off to start packing. Hopefully this will help us forget the ugliness that just happened and we can all have a great time. Okay, I want my grades to be up more. Oh gosh. Wait. Is spring bake? Is spring bake? Well, fuck it. Let's play. Week 16, Monday, new event. Everyone's packing their stuff. Nobody can talk about our trip to the beach house. I'm a little worried that we still have to pay on our own way, but I think I've got enough square. What the fuck did I say? Thankfully, Max's van is big enough to carry all of us down there, so we all have to chip in for gas. You almost ready? Almost. Just a couple more things. Hey, what do you think of the swimsuit? Isabella held up a skimpy two-piece against her shirt. Oh, Isabella, it looks really good on you. I bet you'll turn every head on the beach. You know it, girl. If I don't get at least one guy to walk into a pole out there, this thing is a failure. Anyway, hurry up. We're all itching to get going. Seriously? You ripped that one on purpose? Gah! Those last 3 miles were hell. You're full of it. Quit trying to blame it on me. Come on, guys. We're here. It doesn't matter anymore. Our lungs will probably grow back. It's fine. It was a long 15-hour trip, but we finally made it. The beach house sits before us, and the ocean sits just on the other side of it. It's pretty late. What do you want to do? Well, let's get settled into the house first. I want to see what the room situation looks like. So, are we really the only ones here all week? Yeah, unfortunately, Roxanne and the others had to bow out. They couldn't afford their own transportation, and I'd feel bad, but this place doesn't really look big enough for all of us anyways. Max is right. The house is looking pretty cozy, and once we got to open the door and the place scouted it, looks like there's only 3 bedrooms. Each has a king-size bed in it, but still. Well, I suppose we could split off into pairs. Maybe someone can use the couch out here? Actually, let's use 2 of the rooms for 3 people. We can go girls and boys. Wait, why wouldn't we use all the rooms? Max and Isabella seem to share a quick glance. I'm not sure why she wouldn't want to use all the rooms either, but those two seem to have a plan. Because numbnuts, we've already got the perfectly good split here. Why mess up all the rooms? Because it's ours for the week? That means we have to be rude? No, it's much better if we leave one of the rooms empty, where we know that none of the others will be in it. Where everyone knows that we shouldn't go into that room, especially without knocking. Dominic looks between Max and Isabella. It's some kind of realization dawns on his face. I'm just saying, it's a long week. Lots of folks about. Come on, Douchnik. Douchnik? Is that how you say it? Catch the hint already? Yeah, I get it. You 2 are gross, but whatever, it's fine. Isabella and Max high five as everyone else starts putting their stuff into one of the rooms. Everyone splits up across male or female, setting their stuff down and making their sleeping arrangements. Okay, ladies, let's get set up. How are we for the bed situation? What do you think, gals? Hey, I'm okay with a little snuggling. What are you saying? I don't know if that's, I can't believe I've been here 3 minutes and Isabella's already making me blush. Yeah, I'll hump anything that moves, but if anyone's going to be groping me, I'd like them to have a pecker to back it up. I like them to have the pecker to back it up. Thanks. Wow. What? That's incredibly insulting. You think I can't get a strap on a short notice? Pfft, don't underestimate me. You're so gross, Isabella. How do you expect me to be when I've got you two beautiful specimens rooming with me? Tell me you at least brought some nice revealing swimsuits? Laughing, we each take our bathing suits out of the luggage. Isabella inspects them while nodding her approval. Oh fuck. No. Anyway, let's take turns with the bed. I brought a sleeping bag just in case so I could take the floor for a shift. It's awfully generous of you. Yeah, well, I told you I'm a bed hog. So, I guess I was just expecting to get kicked out at some point. I mean, that's nice of her. We all have a good laugh over that. Alright. Let me go get some blankets from the linen closet and we'll see if we can't set up a third space here. As Sally leaves, Isabel turns towards me with a wicked grin on her face. Well, I'm free. I'm a free lady now, Anne. If you're gonna make your move, now's your chance. You always tease me. I figured you'd be putting the moves on me. We're gonna joke around. I mean, you're gonna be with two beautiful specimens all week. I was joking. You know it. Don't be a downer. Ooh, Isabella didn't like that. I grin at Isabella to let her know that all is forgiven. I wasn't even really mad in the first place. She smiles in return and we clasp hands at the thought of the week ahead. This is gonna be fun. Okay, I think this will do. Come on, girls. What say we turn in? What? Does that mean tomorrow's probably gonna be just as long, if for different reasons. Speaking of just as long, oh my god, Isabella. Probably another few hours before we drift off to sleep. Come on, everyone. The beach isn't gonna lie all over itself. First one there gets to rub the suntan lotion on my back. Everyone's up and dressed for some fun on the beach. Sally cooked up some great vegan pancakes for breakfast. Yuck. I'm looking forward to spending the day on the beach. On our first day here, we basically just went into a nearby town and picked up supplies. We found a nice little outlet mall. Sally and Dominic wanted to look through it a bit, so we ended up spending our day in town just enjoying the local flavor. Today it's promising to be some of the fun on the beach. The sky is clear and the water is warm and I cannot wait. It is really beautiful out here. It makes the stress of the last quarter just melt away. We've got our own private beach, which means I don't feel nearly as self-conscious about walking around in my swimsuit. Everyone else is just as undressed as I am. Sometimes it just feels like I'm in some kind of model dorm, but I don't feel as much like an outsider anymore. Rakesh and Sally are looking out over into the water. It looks like they're thinking about going in first. No, Rakesh, you're not going to be able to snorkel in here. It's too shallow. I suppose looking at it, you may be right. Still, I would like to explore and see. Max and Dominic are setting up a net in some kind of little ways off. Meanwhile, I'm putting on some sunscreen under a nice beach umbrella Isabella had. I've got a few good books out here, and I'm looking forward to relaxing and reading them for a while. No, it has to go on a third rung, you dumbass. Otherwise, it's going to be too low. It's a net, not a limbo stick. Shut up, jackass. If you don't get it straight, we won't be doing anything with it. Ooh, Rakesh, shake that pretty ass, boy. Behave, Isabella. Come on, Rakesh sees how deep it gets out there. Watch out for undertow, you two. It's nice to have the whole house out here getting along and enjoying the beach. It almost feels like we've got our own little nice family. A few hours later, everyone's gathered around the deck table with another great lunch properly finished off. Thanks for the meal, Rakesh. That was great. Yeah, man, good job. Though I'm eyeing that grill, I think we may have to fire that up tonight. We bought charcoal, right? Yeah, and some hamburgers and veggie patties. Ooh, that sounds delicious too. I'm gonna end up stuffing myself silly this week. Well then, we're just gonna have to exercise that much harder. True, we should go do something now. Hey, let's put that volleyball net to good use. What do you folks say? I'm game. Let's do it. I'll lead them. I'll lead one team. Don't you get enough trying to herd cats being our RA? I'm not gonna stop until I whip you into shape. The rest of us decide it's not worth it to argue with him and let him lead one of the teams. Sally volunteers to lead the other one. The two confer for a few moments before turning to us with their team selections. Okay, we discussed what seemed fair, and for the team, it's me, Rakeesh, and Ann for Team 1. For Team 2, it's Sally, Isabella, and any stray hobos they could pick up. Sally elbows Dominic in the ribs. Come on, Max. Isabella, let's clobber these suckers. I laugh as Isabella and Max make their way to Sally. Meanwhile, Dominic calls Rakeesh and I over to our side of the net for a strategy meeting. Okay, Ann, you're gonna be our trap card. They're gonna think you're our weakest link. Sorry, I'm not very physical. I hope I'll do okay. No, that's good. Look like you don't think you can handle it. That way they'll keep the ball coming at you. Meanwhile, Rakeesh and I will know exactly where the ball is going. And we can compensate. Brilliant, General. When the ball does come to you, try to set it. That way we can complete for points. If you think you've got a shot, though, take it. I've got confidence in you. Dominic looks pleased with himself. As Rakeesh and he clasp hands, victory is already smoldering in their eyes, while I can only chuckle and hope I don't drag them down too much. You chumps ready for the fire? Don't get too cocky, Missy. We've got brawn and brains to spare. You mean you've got gone spare? We have spare tires in our brains. Everyone looks at Rakeesh for a moment but decides to let it pass. Let's say we make this interesting, folks. Oh, what are you thinking? Well, let's say the winning team gets out of cleaning duties for the rest of the trip. Oh yeah, I'll enjoy all my extra free time. Ha, you wish. Dominic fishes a quarter out of a pocket and flips it. He points to me and says to call it. Luckily, tails doesn't fail me, and it's our turn to first. Dominic tosses me the ball. Looks like it's my serve. I'm gonna serve it to Isabella. I throw the ball up and try my best to hit it over the net towards Isabella. I may not be the best at sports, but I'm no wilting flower either. Unfortunately, Isabella's got my number. She receives the ball perfectly, setting it up while Max runs in to spike it home in the sand on our side. Boom goes the dynamite. First blood goes to us. We rotate position with Dominic serving this time. He tosses the ball and jumps to serve right to Isabella. Isabella laughs as she easily returns the ball back over the net. We get a couple of good volleys and Rakeesh almost spikes one home, but at last minute dive, Sally saves it. Rakeesh sends a wide bump over towards Max. He catches it easily, but his teammates are nowhere near, so he sends it back over the net, right at me. Maybe I can score. Try to spike it over the net. Try to set it for one of your teammates. Try to bump it over the net behind the other team. Try to set it for one of my teammates. I think about spiking it, but I know one of the boys could do it better. Instead, I get under the ball and set it over to Dominic. He takes a huge, high-flying leap at it and sends the ball hurtling right past Sally and Isabella. Max tries to dive for it, but he's too late. Nice work, Ann. We high five, which Sally sticks her tongue out at me. Another half an hour. We're all feeling hot and sweaty, but it looks like it's been great exercise. Sally's team has scored 13 and Dominic's 13. We're getting really close to the match point. It's my serve again. I have a chance to maybe end my game right here since we're only playing the 15. Now, where to serve this time? I'm going to serve to Sally. I rear back and get my serve going. Sally is my target this time. I've been holding my own in this match, and I can see that this serve is wonky, but the second the ball leaves my hand, Sally sees it too and gets right under it. She bumps it right to Isabella, who easily spikes it towards the opposite side of the net. Don't worry, Ann. No big deal. I love to say our match had an epic final point, but it really didn't. The serve went up just fine, even had a few volleys, but last minute, Dominic went for a simple bump and slipped in the sand. The ball landed harmlessly to his right, and Sally's team had scored the final point. Everyone laughed and cheered at the final point was scored. Sally and Isabella rushed over to give Max a victory hug. He tries to hide it, but he's enjoying the hell out of himself. Great game, suckers. Have fun cleaning up. I believe it's time for me to get back to my tanning. Oh yeah? I'm gonna have some fun now. Good game, everyone. The final tally was Dominic's 13 to Sally's 15. I wandered over to the water and took a few moments to stretch. That was a lot of fun. I really can't wait to see what the rest of the week will hold. Alright, Saturday. Last 2 days have been incredible, but I've been hanging out with my friends on and off the beach. This has probably been one of the best vacations of my life. Quiet time to read and gentle lapping waves, laughter of friends. I can hardly believe it. It's all the more Disappointing that tomorrow we have to pack up and head back to the dorm. Still, I've got one more day to spend here, and I'm gonna make sure it's the best capper yet. I think everyone had the same thought actually. After Dominic made everyone's breakfast, we all split up to sort of do our own thing. I've gotten a good breakfast and a good shower in. Now I just need to figure out what I want to do with my day. Play, let's do it. I walk out onto the deck and take a brief moment to watch over the waves. It's beautiful here. I can see why Professor Tosque bought it and why he wanted to keep it to himself. Where did everybody go today? I think Rakesh went to the garage. He's probably painting something in there he shouldn't be. Isabella probably went to go fall asleep on the beach. Dominic went for a jog along the beach. He said he's been too lax this week, and I'm pretty sure Max took the van into the town to get gassed up for the return trip. I know that the last quarter of the year is coming up, and I probably won't have another chance to get some good alone time with someone. If I don't try to make something happen now, nobody's going to have time to try to make it happen later. Try to catch up with Dominic, wait for Max to get back, go hang out with Isabella, see what trouble Rakisha's got, and pick up things with them. We're going to wait for Max. Luckily, I remember that there's being a small bench just outside the garage. Every day has been gorgeous this week, and today is no exception. I grab a book and sit on the bench, reading in the warm afternoon sun. My nose is stopped up, y'all. I got allergies. It's like storming, and my allergies get worse when it rains. Anyways, I grab a book and sit on the bench, reading in the warm afternoon sun. Only a few chapters later, I hear Max's van pull onto our cul-de-sac. Max catches sight of me. I wave hello to him. He grins for a moment as he stops his car, before getting out and coming to sit next to me on the bench. Just couldn't wait to see me again, huh? I chuckle as I playfully push on his shoulder. Don't flatter yourself, Buster. This week has been pretty incredible. It's almost worth being screwed with by that crazy professor. I still can't believe I didn't take the professor up on his offer. I really appreciate that. I mean, we got a B. That's pretty good. Hey, you carried me pretty hard. I appreciate the effort, I guess. I just didn't want to betray that trust. Thanks, Max. You really can be sweet. Max grins at me, shrugging his shoulders. Don't let it get around. I'm glad we got a chance to talk, Max. Max and I smile pleasantly at each other, and I give a little wave as I head back inside. I think I'll read in the living room for a while. Alright, the set requirements for the final romance endings have changed. Remember to review them so you don't miss out. Wait, the requirements above are to unlock the final romance scenes. A total of 600 for 2 stats is required, and so it's set for the best ending epilogue. There might be prerequisites for some characters, but what are his? Hold on. I mean, what? Oh, I didn't mean that. Um, okay. What do I have? 400, 400. I just know we have 70 with Max. Oh, they're right here. Oh, fuck. Yikes. Spontaneous. 200. I don't know what type of ending we're gonna get, y'all. That's crazy. But anyhow, I'm gonna cut it right here. I will be back, and thanks for watching.